See, fellow Nigerians, I heard. See, this next coming election is not a child's play. The way we are seeing it, the youth of this country. Now, most of us that don't want to jagba, that don't want to leave this country for anybody, for all these old politicians, we are out to do the needful. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, there is a video I want you to watch, and this video I want you to watch, I want you, after watching it, I want you to share it to your WhatsApp groups, to your Facebook groups, okay? Because that is what we must do. See, if we don't stand up, the game will never be over. Do you understand what I'm saying? We need to stand up. This country is no longer for all these old politicians or for APC and their cohorts. No, we need to take what belongs to us. This country belongs to all of us. And for those of us that are not willing to leave the country or to leave, this country is tired, or I'm tired of this whole thing that is going on here. Let me travel out and go and look for a greener pasture. No, some of us, we are here and we want to see the end of it. Okay, so I want you to watch this video right now. I want you to watch. See, let me tell you something. Sometime in Imo State, when Rochas was coming out for governor, there was a sitting governor then, Hakim. He was in power. He thought he could do it with power of incumbency, but the people came out in their masses. I was one of the people that stood on our ground then, and we delivered Rochas. Rochas did not spend dime then. It was the masses that delivered Rochas then in Imo State. And this is what is going to happen in Nigeria come 2027. So I want us to listen to this video. It's either they give us our power, the people power through our vote, or we take it by force. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is not a time to play games anymore.
So many people have been asking me in my DMs, Saddam, how do we curb these next elections? How do we do it? How can we protect our votes? How can we guarantee victory in the next elections? How can we make sure that this APC that you're complaining about is this is a one-term government? How can we do all these things? And for me, it is important that we understand the power of the people. That is exactly why I keep making these videos and putting out now. We have to understand the power of the people. For so long, Nigerians have failed to understand the power of the people. And because we have failed to understand the power of the people, that's why politicians take us for a ride. We have politicians and political actors that feel like the people do not understand that the people do not understand the power they have. And when you don't understand the power you have, you are powerless. It's just like an eagle that has been trained. You pick up a baby eagle, we call it eaglet, right? You pick up an eaglet and you put her in the midst of chickens, and she's growing up and she grows up with the chickens. She will never know that she can fly until she one day flaps her wings and she sees that she's gone. And when she's gone, she's gone. That's exactly where Nigerians are. We're like an eaglet that think we are chickens. And because we think we are chickens, we don't understand the power we have. There is no reason, no excuse why people that are not up to 1,500 should be holding a whole country of over 200 million people to ransom. It's because the people do not understand the power they have. And on today's conversation, I just want to show you guys the power that we can have as a people. I saw this tweet, and that's the tweet I want to use as an illustration for Nigerians to see. This was on a handle that I respect a lot on X, Son of Ayo, and he said, no police, military, or government can disrupt a protest like this. When Nigerians are tired, they will fall out. With this picture as an illustration. And you see the number of people. Just imagine the numbers there. And that's exactly how you win it. That's how you win debates. That's how you win and you change society. That's how you put in fear in every government when you understand the power you have as a people. Nigerians are always scared. And I do this. I know the amount of DMs I get all the time. Please stay safe, stay safe, stay safe. I ask myself, I say, stay safe from what? What are you staying safe from? Nobody's going to live this life forever. I've gotten calls from big people. Said, you know, these people you're talking about, they're very dead. I say, deadly, so what? Do you think I'm here for forever? I will not be here forever. These same people you're talking about, they will all die. Like I will die one day. But what did you achieve on earth while you're living? Did you live a life that is worthy of being remembered for something? And Nigerians don't remember you. I'm not doing this to be remembered by Nigerians. I'm doing this for posterity to remember that I acted when my people were silent. That's why I'm doing this. And so if Nigerians can, in our numbers, understand the power we have, which involves every one of us, including you watching this video right now, to stand up and say enough is enough, then we begin to enact change. When you add all the structures of the security apparatus we have in our country, it is less than 1 million people. We have less than 300 and something thousand policemen, less than 300 and something thousand military men. That's including the Air Force, the Navy, the Army. When you add the civil defense, customs, every of the security apparatus in the country, it's less than 1 million people. And in that 1 million people, like 30% of them are already securing the VIPs in the country. So you have less than 70% of them. That's less than 700,000 people. 700,000 people with guns and ammunition cannot stop 10 million people that come out on the streets. I'm not even acting Nigerians that we should come out now. So if 200 million of us exclude, let's say, okay, 150 million, excluding our parents, come out. We will shut down the country anytime, any day we choose to. But that's why they are making sure that Nigerians live in abject poverty and fear. You cannot be scared in your father's land. This land belongs to all of us. So for me, the way forward, and I've proposed this a very long time, that the next elections, this 2027 election is going to be an election of rig and buy. So I've been speaking about it in so many forums, and that's the way we have to go. Because right now, I have seen and I've asked myself, what are the situations where Nigerians can come out in their millions on a certain day? And I've not seen, there's no feasibility that probably there's anything that these people can throw onto Nigerians and make us be out in our millions on a certain day. Something might happen, I don't know. But the Nigerian nature that I know, our people, our adaptability syndrome that we have, I don't think there's anything that might push we Nigerians to be out on the streets before the next elections. But there's one thing that I'm certain that will bring out millions of Nigerians on the streets. And that is the elections day. Whether we like it or not, millions of Nigerians will be outside across the federations on election day, different people in their numbers. And that is actually a day that we must harness as a people. For me, I'm proposing that the next election must be a ballot revolution for Nigerians. And I hope anybody that watches this video get to push this video as far as possible. Please share it. If you can translate to your language, please. That is how we can save our country from these vagabonds in power. The next elections must be a ballot revolution. It's either they give us our country by vote or we take it by force. Because on that day, we'll be millions outside first. But the problem will be, are we millions outside with different agendas, or we are millions outside with a certain agenda? And that agenda has to be set now on stone. For all of us to understand that the next elections, we are all coming out in our millions to protect our votes on the polling units. And not just end in the polling units, but escort our votes to the coalition centers. And not just end the coalition centers, escort our vote from the local government coalition centers to the state coalition centers. If we escort our votes in our millions from every polling unit, every local government, volunteers are following their votes from the local government to the state coalition centers in our millions. That every state coalition center, outside there, we have millions of Nigerians stationed out there ready for their votes to be counted. Tinubu and these APC criminals cannot rig our elections. If we replicate it across 36 states, we have saved our country. So I'm not asking for too much from Nigerians. I'm not proposing something that cannot be done. I have witnessed it. I've participated in something like this before. In Imo State elections, when we brought in Rochas as governor, and Ohakim, a sitting governor, was defeated. Go and ask people that participated in the elections how they did it. We were outside, we occupied the INEC. They were every plan, calls on presidency, everywhere. You know, fit, they don't burn the INEC chairman where they calculate votes, where they hear chants outside. 3 days, people are outside. You must count these votes. You must count out. Thousands of people are outside surrounding the whole INEC center. No police can enter there. No army can enter there. You must count and call the votes of the people that is before you. You must. You doubt me? Go and ask people from Kano State. The same thing the Kano people did in their thousands. When you're out there in your thousands, there's no reason why the next election, with the anger that Nigerians we should be pushing out on Nigerians, and millions across every state do not occupy their state coalition centers. It is the way out. No amount of. Let me explain this again to Nigerians that don't understand this. The last elections in 2023, P2P won across all the security posts in the country. Across all your police barracks, your army barracks, across all these installations, P2P won the elections. It shows you something, that the security apparatus in the country are not satisfied with APC. But unfortunately, these guys only act on command. They are waiting for Nigerians to come out and do what we have to do. When they say come out, it's not coming out in 2,000, 5,000. These are numbers that they can sum out. Like politicians tell them, disperse them, they have to disperse them. When you come out in your millions, the army will stand still. Because they are also the number one people that are suffering the brunt of this government more. There are people that have been sent to be killed by terrorists in the forest, and nothing has been done to protect these people. There's nothing that has been done to checkmate their welfare. They are feeling the brunt of this government also. So if we can replicate this energy across the country, Tinubu is a gunner, and APC are a gunner come the next election cycle. This message should not remain on your phones, please. Take it and pass it out to the very last person you can pass it to. That is how we start changing the system. And more of this will be coming on as we go into the election cycle, because what we need next time, forget all this in the city boy and all this nonsense noise. When Nigerians are ready for them, they will understand the heat.